Happy Monday, everyone. This is Martha with Nature Niche. I hope you had a great National Pollinator Week. This coming week is Aquatic Invasive Species Awareness Week in the Great Lakes states and Canadian provinces. So I want to start by explaining what an invasive species is. It's a non-native species that causes harm to our economy, to our environment, and to human health. So there are a lot of things going on, education and awareness, outreach events across the state of Michigan. DNR Eagle and MDARD are all working together. There'll be landing blitz events at about 30 locations across the state, focusing on best practices for watercraft owners and operators. So focusing on cleaning our boats, our trailers, our equipment, to help prevent the spread of aquatic invasive species. So to find a vet near you, there's an event map on the Great Lakes Commission website. And state law requires that we clean, drain, and dry our boats, our trailers, our aquatic equipment whenever they come out of the water. So that means inspecting them to make sure they're free of all aquatic organisms, plant parts, or mud where smaller organisms may hide. And that has to be done before we transport our boat and equipment to different waters, launch in different places. And that's preventing the spread of invasives between water bodies. We also need to remove the drain plugs and drain all the water from bilges, the ballast, live tanks, all of those places, live wells. Get that water out of there, drain your watercraft before moving it. And also you want to dispose of unwanted bait in the trash. Don't throw it into the water because it could survive. And as you're cleaning off your boat, make sure that you dry it with a towel so that you're getting any microorganisms you might not be able to see. And then lastly, when you're fishing, make sure you release fish back into the same water body where you catch it. And that way you're not spreading invasive species inadvertently or fish diseases in between water bodies. So there are about 30 very problematic aquatic invasive species in our state. We know, you've probably heard of some of them like zebra and quagga mussels, sea lamprey, Eurasian water milfoil, starry stonewort, phragmites. Just as an example, Eurasian water milfoil costs about $25 million per year in Michigan alone to help control that invasive species. So really, with these species, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. If we can take steps to prevent their spread and introduction in the first place, that saves a lot of money in the long run. So I always like to share some resources where you can learn more about this topic on your own. For reporting, you can go to the michigan.gov/invasives website and click on the blue button, and it has invasive species profiles as well as how to report to the state when you see these species. And generally, invasive species in Michigan are divided into two categories: watchlist species. So those are things that have not been confirmed in the wild in Michigan yet, or if they have, it's at very low levels such that early detection and rapid response might be able to prevent their spread, keep them from being established and really causing a lot of harm. And the directions for reporting those species are species specific and on that website. And some examples of watch list species include fish like northern snakehead, New Zealand mud snails, aquatic plants like parrot feather, European frogbit, and yellow floating heart. Non-watch list species should be reported to the Midwest Invasive Species Information Network, either online through their website or through their mobile phone app. And species like that include Eurasian water milfoil, purple loosestrife, curly pondweed, the zebra, and the quagga mussels. So by reporting, we help officials know, where the populations are and be able to mobilize to respond. So definitely educate yourself about aquatic invasive species and take those easy steps to prevent their spread. So make sure you clean, drain, and dry your boat, trailer, and other equipment as you're enjoying our state's awesome aquatic resources. Thanks and have a good week.